So, let's do a little recap. How about that?
Recap away.
Let's go!
So, last time on Ghost of Saltmarsh, we spent some more time in Saltmarsh. A few key things happened. We met Fabiez, the ale vendor, and he is now very wealthy. Some of the party, half of the party, met with Davos and the mysterious woman named Elle. And subsequently, everyone has that you've accepted a quest for a not small sum of 1,000 platinum to try and exonerate a fisherman by the name of Jarme. The woman called Elle kept repeating that she loved justice, and instructed you. Well, I guess suggested is probably a better word. Suggested that you, when you get to the port district in Seaton, called the Styes, head to Jarme's advocate, named Master Rephram. He's a priest. And then there was a drinking contest, which that was very good, very, very incredible drinking contest. And everyone went to sleep in a house without a door, and that is where we are right now.
Who needs doors?
Without a front door, but we don't know if there are side doors or back doors. The front door is not currently working as a door.
No, it is not. All right, and it is morning. I'll let you guys figure out who's waking when. I would assume that the boozed up couple is probably slower to wake.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you want us to roll for any sort of hangover?
As there's not much for you to do on the ship, I think you'll be able to get onto the ship fine, and it is a couple days journey by ship. So I don't anticipate that being super important to be fully have your wits about you. Feel free to be hungover. Krafla, Corin, I believe you would wake up first, to some chirping, at the door of a bird. There are currently, well, I guess not chirping, I would say clucking. There is currently a chicken in the kitchen, eating the crumbs of the sausage quiche. The chicken is in the basket.
I would like to think that there's like some sausage quiches left too, because we got really distracted with drinking and got wasted so fast that I'm pretty sure we've just forgot about them.
Yeah, there are probably
Yeah.
a few left.
Grafla for sure did not forget about them. They were his favorite part of the evening.
There might have been one or two left, depending on how hungry Krafla was.
I'm going to take a look at the chicken pecking around in this basket and ask it if it is new here.
No, the chicken is not in here.
Okay, I will nod and leave it alone. Is there anything obvious around to make breakfast with?
There is not. It seems like the pantry is pretty bare.
I'll take another hard look at that chicken.
There's maybe like
He's
some
gonna eat that chicken.
oats. Maybe some flour and some oil.
So not much.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to murder what might be the Gunther family chicken. So I think that I will see if Corin is up, and Corin, if you are,
Definitely.
do you want to grab breakfast on the way back into town?
That sounds like a good idea.
Breakfast? Did someone say breakfast? You see Broomhilda like coming out of the bedroom. Her beard is like got a bunch of little kinks in it, and it's all, her hair is all crazy and huge, and she's rubbing her eyes.
That's right. We were just going to grab a bite before we head to the Sea Ghost and take off. Do you and Gunther want to join us?
Were you just gonna leave us here then? You were just
No.
gonna leave us?
No, we were not going to leave.
You were gonna
like
get breakfast
last
without
time.
me. I know it. You know,
Honestly, I
that's
was
so
trying to
rude.
decide if I wanted to
shared
eat
my
chicken.
sausage cakes with you last night. You was just gonna leave and not invite me or my boyfriend to breakfast.
So, Corin, what do you think? Do you know any good places?
Not for breakfast per se. I'm sure if we wander around, I'll run into something.
I'm sure there's street food or something like that. We can find a stall.
Perhaps we could go to a tavern. I wouldn't mind a bit of hair of the dog, you know?
Well, come on then. Grab your boyfriend and let's go.
She's gonna very quickly scurry off back into the bedroom. What kind of condition is Gunther in right now?
I mean, I'd say, and Hobby, correct me if you think differently, Gunther's got a pretty low constitution as it is, and he lost the drinking contest, so... Death's door?
Gunther definitely doesn't want to move.
She's going to come up to Gunther and she's gonna give him a little shake. Her idea of little shake is a bit rougher than what you'd probably think, though. Or not. And if he doesn't stir from that, she's going to cast Cure Wounds on him. And as she's like touching his shoulder, she's gonna be like, "This'll get you right as rain." I don't think I need to roll for it, but it's the only thing she knows what to do.
Sure. Yeah, I think Cure Wounds definitely is a incredible hangover remedy. You definitely are feeling much better, Gunther.
Oh, man. Nothing like a good night's sleep. Oh.
You hardly moved all night. I thought you was dead a few times. I'm glad you're feeling better, though.
Was I feeling bad? I don't remember much last night, I'll be honest.
You drank quite a bit. But, you know, it's alright. We're gonna go to breakfast with the boys. You wanna go to breakfast? Are you hungry?
Absolutely, I'd eat. Do need to pick up my swords today. I do need to do that at some point, but let's go to breakfast.
Sure.
Yeah. I guess I'll lead the way and just start wandering the streets of Saltmarsh until I find something that smells like food.
And ale.
And ale.
And ale,
Smells like food and ale.
Some of us got needs.
We all have needs.
Yeah, well, some of us got pretty immediate needs.
I would argue that food is a pretty immediate need for all of us.
Yeah, but you don't know how I feel, do ya? You can't, like, climb inside me skin. You don't know how I feel. I feel quite horrible. I got needs.
I have a suspicion of how bad you feel.
It's probably it's right around the same time as the market opened last yesterday. So you would probably be able to find the same vendor for the sausage and the sausage cakes and for the ale. I'm
awesome.
Sure. And that is in the general vicinity for the blacksmith as well. For you, Iliad.
Sweet.
Alrighty. Well, I'll just walk up to the person and get some food and some ale and give him more money than I need to, and then we can eat and drink while we walk over for Gunther to get his swords.
Okay.
Quick question for Gunther. Which mug did you crush last night?
I think it was mine.
It was definitely your own.
While Corin is ordering for everybody, Broomhilda's gonna look down to her belt and then get really anxious and look to Gunther and say, "Oh, we forgot our mugs! Remember the mugs I got us?
Oh yeah, they were wonderful gift.
We forgot them. I quite like to continue drinking out of me mug, you know? It's quite nice."
Perhaps we could go back and grab them right after breakfast.
Yeah. Maybe I could take that keg with us too. I don't think we finished it. Not to say we don't have plenty of kegs on board the ship, but you know, another one wouldn't hurt anybody.
I think that sounds like a plan.
Okay, so yeah, there would definitely be enough time to go back before. It's just like there wasn't a like agreed upon strict departure time. So yeah, anything that you have to do, you definitely can do it. So ale acquired, and breakfast acquired. Gunther Gunther will have his 2 swords. I don't have we talked about the stats for the swords?
We have not.
Okay. So were you looking for 2 short swords, right?
That's correct. Melting down Burke's greatsword, and I think he also gave his previous 2 short swords.
Right. Okay. Yeah, they will both be +1 short swords.
Perfect. And they've got those inscriptions on them.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Okay. Okay. And okay, so after short swords have been acquired from Mr. Cinder, heading back to the abode.
Yeah, I imagine not everyone is going with us, or Corin, Craftler, are you coming, or are you going to the ship?
I was just gonna go to the ship.
Cool.
Yeah, same, unless you specifically asked for our company.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely let them know that you're not going straight towards the ship, and head to Burke's old house.
Yeah, I think when we get to the house, Broomhilda would feel inclined to apologize to Gunther for the front door, because knowing that this was his dad's house, and she would probably say something along the lines of, I'm real sorry about your door. I hope you're not mad at me.
No. Doors can be fixed.
It was an accident. Yeah. Is that your mug there on the ground?
Oh no, did I do that? Oh no.
Oh. What does it look like, Gunther?
I think just totally flattened, right? Like you put one of those pennies into the stretcher machine.
No.
Oh my god.
No, I can fix it. Don't worry. I can fix it. She's gonna take it from your hands and she's gonna try to like pry it open at like the rim and like try to stick her fist in to like punch it back out to like a cup like shape.
Gunther will try to help.
You like me to roll anything for this?
I
mean, to be fair, let me check real quick. I do have proficiency in Smith's tools.
Okay.
So I don't know if that would help me with actually making it look better. And I mean, I'm a dwarf.
If you were using Smith's tools,
Right now
yes.
she's using her hands.
Right. So yeah, without any tools, you're just gonna get like there's definitely still ale in this mug, so you're just gonna make your hands quite sticky.
Yeah, that's okay. She's used to that.
All right. I think it more resembles a mug.
Okay.
After you
Punch it out?
stick your
My little sausage fist in there.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I like hand it back to Gunther. And I say, yeah, that's right. It's like it's brand new. It's a bit lumpy, but it's got character now, doesn't it?
That it does.
Yeah, you can still see what's that letter again? And she points at the G.
Oh yeah, that's first letter of my name, Gunther. G.
Oh, yeah, G, yeah. And then she finds her mug and like straps it back to her waist. And she's just gonna go lift up the keg and like put it over one shoulder. All right. I guess we got what we came for. Do you know why we're going to the ship? Did anyone tell you what we're actually doing?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I mean, they seem like they're quite in a bit of a rush, but, I mean, yeah, I guess we ought to get back then, yeah.
I suppose so.
all right.
Before we go, Gunther will just run and grab that painting that his sister made and just stow that in his bags.
Okay. Would you like to do anything with the front door?
Doing anything with it'll probably take more time than we have this morning, so Gunther's good to leave it. He's taking the one thing of value from the house.
Okay.
So let me ask you, Hobby.
Uh-huh.
Is the house on like maybe like a stone foundation? What would the house be like?
Yes. I think there would be. I think it is mostly. My vision for this house is mostly of stone.
Oh, it's mostly of stone.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, do you one
It's like
better.
a little stone cottage.
So as they're walking out, Broomhilda kind of turns and looks at the open doorway and says, "It doesn't quite look right, does it? I wouldn't want anyone to take anything while we're gone. It'd be a bit rude, you know."
No, there's nothing in there.
She sets the keg. She sets the keg down, and she's gonna walk over. She's gonna walk over to the hole that's surrounded by stone.
Oh
And
no! Oh! I just figured out where this was going.
when you
Okay,
figured it
okay.
out, and she's gonna like start like touching the stone and like whispering very quietly as though she's like. She's the rock. She's Ludo, and she's calling the rocks. Basically, she's talking to the stones, and as she's doing this, the stone is kind of like stretching out and just totally seals the doorway because she uses stone shape.
All right.
Oh, cool. Kind of looks like a tomb.
Yeah, and when we get back, I just open her right back up, you know, and then we can build a door. I'd help you. I mean, I might have done it. I might have ruined it in the first place, so I guess I owe you a door.
I appreciate that offer. Thank you. We should probably get going. And Gunther will pick up the keg.
Back at the ship, Craffle and Corin, as you walk up to the ship, Davis and K, I'm L, sorry, not K. Davis and L are already there. They as you approach, they both stand and extend a greeting.
Good morning. Good to see you again.
Yeah. Good to see you too. About payment for this trip, was thinking 20 gold apiece seem like a fair rate.
Yeah, that seems. It seems. Well, it's not far, right?
No, it's
I don't
just
think it's that far.
about a 2 days sail or so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then they he's already put it into a pouch and then hands it to you, Corin.
I will snatch it up and open the bag and just like at a glance see if it's actually the right amount of money.
It is.
No, cool. Well, we'll be getting underway once Broomhilda and Gunther arrive.
Absolutely.
And
And they start to go up the gangway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get on the ship and start giving orders for drop this mast and move this rope and tie off the thing and ships.
Ship. Hooray.
Ship, hooray.
All right. And yeah, it's not too long before Gunther and Broomhilda also Gunther, of course, carrying a keg on his shoulder.
Corin, Craftla, party's here!
Krafla waves at Gunther and Brumhilda from the side of the ship. He's been sort of standing there, not like right at the the gangplank, but a little bit off to the side with just a piece of hardtack that he's been crumbling and feeding to the local seagulls.
Gunther waves back.
All right.
Here, catch. And he'll toss the keg up if he dares, if he can, if he
You're
thinks
just gonna
he can.
throw it at Craftla? Throw a whole keg at Craftla?
It's an underhanded toss.
I like this.
All
This is
right.
a brilliant idea.
Please, yeah. Let's do athletics.
Krafla dodges.
Yeah. I think. Okay, that's enough. That's enough to give it some heft there. I think it definitely makes it. Would you like to roll? I'd like to think that this is a very surprising move. So let's have Krafla roll acrobatics to try and get out of this.
Hope it just gets him.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I'm definitely like envisioning the scene from Lord of the Rings where where the rock is coming over and just sidesteps it. I don't think the keg is going to survive this.
No!
I think the keg is going to split open.
Oh no!
There is ale all over the deck now.
Broomhilda she is scrambling towards the deck. Her little legs are moving her potato body as fast as she can go, and the whole time she's like, "What'd you do that for? What'd you do that for? You wrecked the whole thing! I was going to drink that, you know."
I think as soon as Gunther realizes that the cake split open and that it wasn't caught, he just like freezes in place.
I would like to say that she's yelling at Krafla over it's become entirely Krafla's fault.
Why didn't Krafla catch it?
No.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
No, he's too scared. He's too scared to catch a keg. What kind of man are you? And she like comes and like instantly squares up to Krafla and gets in his face. How dare you? How dare you not? Were you scared of a little keg, eh?
I think Gunther steps between them. Whoa.
Krafla just looks at her for like a second and then turns into a seagull and flies up into the rigging.
You would turn into a fucking bird. That's what you are. You're a fucking pigeon. You're a fucking rat with wings. How fitting. She's gonna pick up a shard of wood on the deck and just chuck it at him.
Okay. Okay. I think during this altercation, the keg is now it was probably about half full. And
there you are.
there is all of the keg is now over the deck.
Yes, but did I hit him with the shard of kegwood? I was
okay.
aiming for him.
Okay.
It's totally could be. We'll see.
Can you make me a ranged attack? This is going to be using your dex.
Just roll dex.
It's just going to be straight dex because you don't have proficiency in shards of wood.
Oof.
Yeah, this is as he's flying up. It is the intent is definitely made known. Krafla does maybe have to flap a tiny bit harder to try and avoid this, but yeah, it harmlessly sails sails through the air and lands back down in a pretty similar spot to where it was.
Krafla remarks to some of his seagull brethren that she's not actually that bad once you get to know her.
I like that you've just been making friends with the seagulls in Saltmarsh, you freak.
And at that, I think Corin is going to kind of help clean up the ale and ignore the shouting dwarf, and make sure everything is prepared for us to cast off, because we are going back out to the sea.
All right.
I think Gunther very guiltily helps clean that. He insists that he does most of the work.
Nah, don't worry about it. It happens. It happens.
I would like to think
Yeah.
that Broomhilda is just standing on the deck with her hands on her hips and she's just scowling up at Krafla this whole time.
I'm just going to point out, there are quite a few of us seagulls up here, so unless you're very keen of eye, you may actually be scowling at the wrong seagull.
It's fine. I don't know
It's a
that.
sequel.
All right. With the ale cleaned up, and excuse me, and everything already, I think y'all head out. The seas are fair. They there's nothing too terrible about this trip.
Sharks.
This is how he starts setting the seed for a Kraken attack.
Oh god.
You don't see any giant sea monsters.
You don't. And I don't think you would, because they're under the water. I think yeah, nothing too terrible happens. I'm assuming Krafla turns back into a dwarf at some point during the trip.
Reluctantly, but yes.
And Davis and Elle mostly stay to themselves unless they're specifically asked about something.
Are they on deck or are they in like quarters? Where are these people?
I don't think that there are much of quarters on the ship really, other than the captain's cabin, of course. But they just kind of like hang around on deck and just try and stay out of
What do they look like?
So Davis is a stout human. Definitely he has a decently fine clothes. He has a gold, like several gold rings on. And L has on black and red leather armor. Very tight fitting. She has a kind of she has brown hair that's in a tight bun. It's probably middle aged.
I'm going to approach Corin and ask, who are these people? Were you not going to introduce us? Where are we even going, Corin? What's happening?
We're going to Seaton, which is to the east.
Seaton?
Seaton, yes.
Seaton?
Yes.
Oh, what's in Seaton?
Apparently, first off, this lady is named Elle, and the fancy-looking gentleman is Davis. She really likes justice. Like, she really, really likes justice. And some people have been going missing, and apparently there's some ghostly thing that carries around a lantern and is stealing people's souls or whatever. And that we're just going to figure out what the fuck's going on and bring justice to whoever is stealing people's souls.
Oh, yeah, no big deal, right, Corin? No big deal, yeah?
Yeah, no big deal.
Just another day, huh? Just another day. You just don't even tell, us.
Well, you and Gunther were off doing whatever the fuck you were doing, and
we were celebrating. We were celebrating. Ain't you ever celebrated before, Corin? You know, it's good for you to let loose every once in a while, let your hair down. I know you don't have any hair, Corin, because you're a turtle.
I do have hair. You just
she like looks surprised at like Krafla's voice and looks around. What, Krafla? What do you want from me? I'm not too impressed with you right now, you know.
You did say you were tired of all the talking.
That's true. You did say you were tired of all the talking. And there was a lot of talking.
I don't remember that. I don't remember saying that.
Sounds like you know, doesn't it?
It was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I can't argue it, I guess.
Also, you and Gunther both, I'm pretty sure, got the letter, message, memorandum, that there was a meeting yesterday.
A letter? A letter? Who do you think I am, Corn? You think I can read?
I forgot. I'm sorry.
I hardly know me alphabet.
Yeah, I should have been more diligent about making sure you knew there was a meeting, but suffice to say, you would have been very bored and probably would have attacked one of them, and we're getting paid a lot of money.
A lot of money?
Yeah, a lot of money. Like, think about the most amount of money you could possibly imagine, and then triple it. Double
She's
it,
like-
and then double it again.
She's the emoji right now of the woman like thinking with the equations happening in front of her face. So like maybe like
think about
like-
how much ale you could drink in a day if you could just drink as much ale as you wanted.
oh, I could
Now
drink
imagine
quite
that
a bit of
much
ale.
Imagine that much ale every day for 10 years.
For the rest of my life.
You're only gonna last 10 more years. Holy
She can't
shit.
do math. She can't do math, okay?
That's why I'm using
No
ale.
math.
That's why I'm trying to use ale. I realize. Maybe a little bit right before you.
She's
you
gonna
die.
call
Yeah,
down
very
to Gunther while he's still talking to her and go, "You hear that, Gunther? We're gonna make enough money to have ale for the rest of our lives."
What's money?
And food.
And food! Think of all the food,
Right.
think of all the sausage cakes we could get.
Sounds wonderful.
And we just have to sort out this thing.
Oh, there you are.
Which probably will kill us, but whatever. But yeah, so that's why we're going there. I think there was something else about a thief. No, it was it was this cult. These cult people. Blah blah blah. Books and uprisings and something about the magical weapons.
Yeah. I'm tired of words now, Corn. All it's got to
Yeah,
say is that I don't want to just come on board and there's just a couple strangers here. It'd be nice to know next time, you know?
Yeah, I do. We should have brought it up. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not keeping you in the loop.
Apology accepted. If you need me, I'll be
Drinking somewhere.
downstairs
Yes, I know.
with the kegs, keeping a close eye on them. And she like pats the mug at her side and kind of waddles off and looks to Gunther and says, "Come on, Gunther, we got some work to do."
Yeah, make sure they don't jump off board.
I'll be right down, Broomhilda. I'll meet you down there in just a minute.
Well, all right then.
Hey, you two. I feel like maybe I should take it a little easier today. I've never actually been on a ship before. Could you show me the ropes?
I will pick up the closest rope and hand it to him.
I should have seen that coming.
Well, there you go. That's one of the ropes.
I wonder what would happen if I grabbed one of the ropes attached to the sails in the astral plane.
You
Experiments
know
for
what?
later day.
Gunther, I'm quite curious myself.
Should I? No.
Yeah. I encourage chaos.
Captain? You want
It's
me
an
to do this
order.
right now?
That's an order.
Point to the rope you want me to try.
I will point you to a tied off rope that is connected to the main mast and is probably just like holding the top of it up. It's very confusing and complicated.
Grafla? Should I do this?
I mean, probably not.
No.
Captain?
You heard your captain's orders.
Aye, aye. Gunther will grab the rope, pull up the hood on the robe of stars, and
Oh no.
vanish.
Okay.
Suddenly, we're all swimming.
Oh god.
Corin,
Yeah.
since you are captain, what rope did you instruct him to grab? I'll give you a few choices. How about that?
Yes, please.
The rope that is currently attached to the sails boom. So this is what keeps the sail at the current angle. The rope attached to the sail itself. The rope attaching the sail to the mast itself. Or a rope attached to the rudder.
It definitely would have been the rope that is attached to the boom of the ship, of the sail.
Okay. As you enter the astral plane, it is everything that you're currently yourself, everything you're wearing, and everything that you are currently holding. So the entirety of the rope vanishes into the astral plane. The effects of this are immediate. The ship immediately lurches as the boom, which was in a pretty high tension in the wind, now can twist freely, and so it definitely overextends, and I think there's gonna be some damage to the boom itself as it slams against the other masts. The ship kind of is definitely slower now, and rocks back and forth very violently. Gunther, in the astral plane, you arrive, and there's you're suddenly just you're holding onto the rope, and now like the rope is falling down around you, like from over your head. And yeah, you're pretty well tangled up in rope now.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, I gotta get back,
Do you go back?
Oh, as soon as he possibly can.
Okay.
And hopefully he doesn't get hit by the boom.
Well, it's in the space that you were. So you're gonna you're gonna appear like 20 feet back. Still on the ship.
Okay.
Since you're coming back fast, you're still on the ship.
I'm in the wall.
No, you only can go back into unoccupied spaces.
Okay.
Yes. All right. How would you like to deal with this chaos?
I'm gonna start once I see that the rope is back. I'm going to run over and grab it, and we have a relatively not super well paid crew, but they're not poorly paid. And I'm going to shout something along the lines of 20 gold to whoever can secure the boom, and toss rope at the first person who seems like they're willing to jump on the opportunity. And I'm just gonna try and work with the crew, try and just fix the problem, because whoops.
It is definitely fixable. You'll probably need to buy some new timbers.
Yeah.
But with some tar, some nails, and some wood, you're able to fix it back up. I don't think anybody has
we
been.
don't. No one has bending. Can I use ball bearings at all? I have 998 of them. I'd like to try and use them for something.
If you can come up with
Nope, I can't. I've been thinking
right.
about it this whole time.
Just trying to stick some ball
Yep.
bearings in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
that happens.
I guess we know not to take ropes into the astral plane.
You got it.
I'm gonna go below deck and check on Broomhilda, who probably just got the toss and turn of her life.
Hopefully that doesn't ruin any other kegs.
Yes. She's not drinking ale, she's swimming in ale. Hey, Broomhilda, you okay down there?
I'm quite fine. Is everything okay up there? I got
Yeah,
a little roly-poly down here, you know?
Yeah, we just hit some really big waves.
Yeah, but don't worry, I'm down here, so I'll just keep the cake safe.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
Yeah. I've seen Gunther. He's supposed to join me, but he hasn't come down here yet. And it's quite a bit of keg.
I'll run up and grab him and send him down. Piddle paddle, piddle paddle, piddle paddle. Hey, fun idea, Gunther. Really glad that we did it. Thanks for coming back so quick. Broomhilda's looking for you.
I'll go downstairs forever. Sorry.
Don't
Downstairs
apologize. It was
forever.
fun.
Gunther goes down the stairs just thinking that he's pretty much ruined the last 3 situations that he's been involved in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Gunther's gonna have like some sort of complex growing inside of him now. Poor guy.
I'd like to hope that the rest of our seafaring adventure is uneventful. Unless there's anything else we want to take to the astral plane, maybe the helm.
Say the order.
Absolutely not.
I'm an omen of despair.
Oh no!
So I think yeah, if no one else has anything else that they want to get done during this trip, I think there's going to be some drinking below deck and some general pondering above deck.
I'm curious if I can engage Davis and Elle in a game of dice and friendly conversation.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They would definitely take you up on that offer.
I have this vague memory that Davis had an interest in gambling.
He does. He does. He as any wealthy merchant in this area does. He loves himself some games of chance.
So I'd like to play dice with them, and not necessarily to push too hard, but just to see if they are inclined at all to speak casually or open up about themselves at all. I think I might lead with like maybe some remarks about our assault on the Sea Devils tower.
Right.
Anecdotes from that adventure.
Yeah, they're very very interested in that. They of course have heard of that offensive. Maybe they heard that you were some kind of heroes in a sense, but they definitely would love to hear about the whole adventure from the horse's mouth, so to speak. L probably wouldn't really open up all that much, but I think Davis would probably try and steer the conversation to business. So I know we talked maybe a couple sessions ago about about your desire for a maybe purchasing some property in Saltmarsh to try and expand your current operation. Do you think you would have reached out to anyone about this? Would there be any way that Davis would have found out about?
Almost certainly, because I would have mentioned my interest to Albert and some of the other sort of members of the underworld, probably long before I even went about it above board or anything like that.
Right. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he'll definitely be willing to talk shop and talk business. But yeah, L is probably going to be more of a passive listener in the conversation. She seems reserved, not wanting to give too much away about herself. But yet, Davos, definitely, he wants to give you like all of his tips and like how to this is how you run a business and uh he talks about how much he hates unions and and just the classic medieval businessman.
I think Krafla does not literally take notes, but he is both sort of genuinely interested and also taking care to appear engaged and interested and listening very carefully.
Sure. This isn't hard. Davos also likes to hear his own voice. Especially when he's talking about business and money. L chimes in a few times. Maybe when when you talk about I guess when you talk about the possibly the conversation goes to like this distilling process and like what kind of equipment you'll have to purchase. But she definitely seems to maybe perk up at like procuring equipment and the various like maybe more intricate glassworks or metalworking that would have to take place for a good distilled spirit. But other than like vaguely offering to see who she knows about a good glass blower in Seaton. Other than that, she doesn't really expand on that other than a visible interest.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I would press either of them especially hard. Just sort of, keep it relatively light. Enjoy the conversation and play the game.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Anyone else wanting to do anything before we go into the styes?
I think I'm good.
Same.
Yep, same.
All right. Oh my God, we're going somewhere new.
Actually,
So
On
excited.
second thought,
Please, God.
Stall! Somebody stall!
I think I'm going to turn the ship south, and we're just going to sail into the ocean until we hit an island.
very good. And I'll grab a rope to slow us down.
As you get closer and closer, you see the skyline of Seaton, and it is a large city. So the port district where we're going to be headed is known as the Styes. As soon as you are within like a half mile or so, you begin to see a change in the water. It's not the right color. And it definitely gets a little more frothy. If you look out behind you on the ship, it's like there's disgusting froth bubbles coming off instead of gentle sea foam.
Do I see like any dead fish or dead waterfowl or
you
any
currently
animals at all?
You don't see any animals at all. There are a few gulls. They don't seem very interested in the water. There's no birds in the water itself. As you get closer and closer to an open dock, the smell definitely hits you. It just kind of smells. It doesn't smell terrible. It smells like a normal seaside town, except for a little bit more mildew. And with a side of rancid.
Gunther, did you fart?
No, what? No.
It smells horrible, doesn't it?
Maybe we should head up on the deck and see what's going on.
I suppose so.
Yeah, we should we should probably find somewhere to dock and get away from the water. And you know what? I'm gonna see if these ball bearings are big enough to plug my nose. And
Oh no! Oh god, the
if they're
fucking
not,
ball
I'm-
bearings.
I'm not gonna get a ball bearing stuck in my nose. I just want to see. Maybe I've never tried it. They're not super small.
You're
I mean,
gonna
they're
get
not
a ball
big,
bearing
but
stuck in your nose.
I'm going to put ball bearings in my nose.
How did your D&D character die?
Oh, you know, ball bearing trauma to the brain.
Unfortunately,
Just don't
the
breathe in.
medical field in D&D is not quite to where we can surgically remove ball bearings from a turtle's nose.
We can heal lost limbs, but
Ball bearing to the brain.
I've got
yeah,
eight
we don't
tools.
really do well with noses in in Seaton.
The way
Surely it's
your
a picture
nostrils look, though, like they look like they're just a direct path into your brain. Like you don't really have much space to be fucking around with there, Corin.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Look, I'm going to take one ball bearing. I'm going to see how it fits in my nose. If it seems like I would be able to very easily snort it out, but it will help me with the horrible smell, maybe I'll put a ball bearing in each of my nostrils. And if it won't help, then I won't do it and we're fine.
One of my viewers says that if you sneeze, maybe it will turn the ball bearings into a ranged weapon.
And to a ranged weapon, you know what? Does that mean I could
Don't-
have what's it called? Buckshot. Nostril buckshot.
Oh my god.
I don't know what kind of dice you would roll for that.
Disappointing dice.
I don't think that's dexterity.
I'll
think
roll
someone's-
whatever you fucking want.
Is this the first Constitution
Oh, God.
weapon?
Wow.
I'll tell you
Okay.
one thing. He's already failed a wisdom save.
Oh no.
No, that was me. Corin's not failing. Well, he failed that.
Right. So,
If it doesn't work, well, I already explained the plan. The plan is
Tell him to make you do
If-
it at disadvantage
if it-
because what I drank.
my girlfriend threatened to sneak up behind me and shove her fingers up my nostril to shove the ball bearings into my brain.
What a
Uh,
thoughtful girlfriend. I like her already.
I think it works. I think this works.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to remove 2 of my 998 ball bearings.
All right, but since you're doing this, I'm going to need you to plug your nose in real life. And you have
All
to
right, I
talk,
got it.
you have to talk like
Yep,
that for
yep.
the rest
All
of
right.
the night.
Oh
Okay,
my
guys, I
god.
got this.
All right.
This is content gold.
L instructs you to go through the channels here until like right about here. And there's a dock right where she leads you to. And it is free.
Awesome.
And as you come upon this part of town, it's definitely higher than the rest of the okay, so I guess I should explain. These are all artificial islands, kind of more like boardwalks. Almost everything is on stilts, except for the place that you have just reached. This is an actual island, and so there are docks. There are docks that lead. There's stairs that lead up from the docks, up the cliffs onto what looks like a pretty flat plateau up on top. There are several pretty large buildings right up the stairs from where you are. They're the most striking being a massive tower. Y'all can see the highlighted buildings on the map, right?
The ones that are darker.
The ones that are
color than
darker.
The rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could see the darker ones.
Okay. So this one right here is a massive tower, and it is black and red marble. Ellen Davis. As soon as you dock, they're gonna quickly bid you farewell and start their way up the stairs.
Did they pay us?
They paid you. They paid.
Oh
you,
yeah, he paid it. You said 20 gold per person. That was for the whole trip, not per day.
Right.
Okay.
So the 40 gold was in.
So it was 40 gold. Okay.
Yep. They start their way up. And they go up one small set of stairs, and then there is an elevator of sorts that takes them the rest of the way up. There seem to
I
be.
suppose we should follow them.
Well.
What's wrong with you, Corin? Why you sound like that?
Well, I put some ball bearings up my nose because the smell was really getting to me.
You put ball bearings up your nose?
Yeah. Well, I've got 900 of the things, so...
Is it working?
Well, I mean, I sound kind of stupid, but,
Yeah.
Well, is this like some sort of Tortle thing? Is this what you guys do?
No, yes, it's a Tortle thing. Usually we just grab the most round thing we can find. Sometimes it's pearls, and when smells get really bad, and we use those to plug our noses. It's not uncommon.
I just thought that Gunther farted.
It is, in fact, very uncommon and exclusive to me.
Can Gunther just do a quick insight check on Corin to see if it's actually a Tortle thing?
Yeah,
It's definitely a Tortle thing. It's absolutely a Tortle thing.
Corin, you're gonna
I
have
promise
to.
it's a Tortle thing.
Oh no.
Gunther, it is not a Tortle thing.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that before. Yeah, they totally do that.
Yeah.
She's like
Gunther just gives a knowing look to Corin.
she like Brumhilda leans into Corin and she's like squinting and like studying his nostrils very closely. And as she's doing this, she goes, "You think I could try? I think I could give it a go."
I wouldn't really suggest it. I haven't heard of it working for anyone that's not a Tortle.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
she
I
easily
know some-
believes him.
I know someone who's died from it.
Oh my god.
Corin?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you
Yeah.
don't die. Because
Well,
we
I
need
mean,
you.
it was an elf. And you know they've got that really long nose thing. I think was that an elf? Whoever it was, they had a really long nose, and they didn't realize how far they had stuck it up their nose. Yeah, we should probably go follow that and stop talking about my horrendous voice and the ball bearings and nostrils and all.
You know, it's
Yeah,
quite
we're just
growing
gonna
on me
start
now.
walking.
I quite like it. It's growing on me.
Well, if you want, I can just talk like this all the time. I just have to put a chip clip, a bag clip over my nostrils.
You know, I feel like it makes you sound a bit smarter than usual.
Well, fuck you, Brumhilda, fuck you, and I'm going to walk away.
Well, I got a boyfriend now, so I can't. But you know, and I'm not sure if dwarves and
You're not my type.
turtles should be. Yeah, okay, well let's go then.
Not enough fur.
I got plenty of fur. What are you talking about?
Better believe I'm adding that to my notes from last session.
Say that again.
I think you revealed that you had a partner last session. You better believe I'm adding that piece to the notes. I'm trying to play
she does not have. Yeah, Brumhilda, you don't have enough fur for me.
I got plenty
we
of
should
fur.
probably be doing. We're having.
I'm
this
like a little
conversation while we're
peach.
walking.
Look at me. I'm like a little peach. And she like holds up her arm, and she is in fact a very hairy girl.
Yeah, you have quite a lot of hair. For a humanoid creature, yes, but
She looks
hair and
proud of
fur
this.
are very different. Again, we should probably try and figure out who is this? This Jerome, something.
Where'd those two go? Where'd those two go that was on a ship? Where'd they go?
Away from us.
Oh, he was just giving them a ride. They didn't really have anything to do with this. He was just hitching a ride with us.
No, they're our employers, but we probably should just be following them instead of standing here.
Well, lead the way
when
then.
When they left, Elle would probably remind you that she doesn't have anything more for you. She'd like you to check with a master referum. And that.
How do you spell that name?
REFRUM. Yes.
Sweet.
And that is in the alchemist quarter, which is the northeast quarter here.
Refram.
Not northeast quarter.
I had to. I'm sorry. It's Murpher backwards.
Okay, by northeast, do you mean north? Wait, northeast
Northwest.
is northwest.
North left.
This
Yeah, north left.
this
It's right here.
this island here.
I really don't understand why they didn't orient all the maps with north being
look,
up.
look.
It makes no fucking
stupid.
sense.
It's so stupid.
It's part of the puzzle.
It's part of
Ooh.
the puzzle. Oh,
God damn it.
oh
It's
no!
like
I've
it's like
said
Curse
too
of
much.
Strahd. It's like Curse of Strahd, but everything is mirrored.
Oh yeah, it's like Castlevania.
Oh man, I want to.
It's Castlevania, but everything's upside down. Okay. And she would have
so-
told us that,
Yeah,
that
yes,
they were
yes.
in that.
She would have reminded you to do. Oh, no, she probably wouldn't have let you know exactly where it was, but
Just said it was in the alchemist quarter.
and she would maybe point to the west. Actually, no. You can see Master Ephraim's workshop from the docks. It's this building here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. She would have pointed to it.
Yeah, there it is, right over there.
There it is.
All right,
right there.
let's go over there and talk to Master Ephraim.
I will read my thing. As you step off the ship, this is the Styes, the decaying remains of a once notable port district. Under bent gables, the carcasses of its houses lean against each other, languid, broken, and awaiting the peace of collapse. Doorframes sag, dislocated from sod walls heavy with mildew, while splintering timbers support rotting boardwalks like broken limbs, disappearing into the thick, rancid water of the harbor below. In numerous places, sections of the boardwalks have fallen away completely, leaving broad holes that expose polluted water. As you exit the ship, there are a few it seems like maybe a private security service, it looks like, but they are they're wearing leather armor very similar to L's armor. It is red and black. And they don't move to stop you or question you or anything. They just they're just watching.
Now, can we tell that they're a private security service because they're wearing armor and weapons in the middle of the day like a bunch of psychopaths? And
yes.
yet, okay.
They're wearing they have swords and one of them seems to be writing in a tablet.
Like an iPad?
No, more like a phablet. So, like
a what? What did you say? What was that word? What the hell is that?
A phone tablet.
Is that real? Is that a real word that people use?
Yes.
Yeah, like
Stop
a Galaxy
using it.
Note or something.
I hate
like
it.
a Galaxy Note.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's more like a Galaxy Note, except made entirely of paper.
The resemblance is striking.
My interest in pickpocketing this thing off of that person has dropped substantially, knowing that it's made out of paper.
Oh, you wanna steal a phone?
See if it was an
D&D.
Apple product.
You're gonna go apple picking?
Oh my god.
He heard it was a Samsung and he was like, "Oh no, thanks."
This they seem to be a private military, and it's it seems like way too much of a coincidence that that L was wearing the same colors. Also, the black and red marble tower is currently looming over these docks.
If they don't stop us, I'm just gonna go straight to Master Referum's abode, building, what have you.
Sure. It is a workshop.
Da-ding, 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 da-ding.
Well, it's a bit of a walk. It's a bit. I mean, we can go. All right. It's
Well, I don't have any questions for L's secret organization that I'm sure is looking for an unknown assailant by the name of something like Kagami or whatever.
No, it's very fair. It's very fair. It's immediately ringing the bell. Okay. It's this the styes are pretty large. It'll probably take you about 20-30 minutes to walk over there. If anyone else wants to do anything before we ring the bell, we can.
I'm just curious if, sort of on the way over as we're walking, if we can discern anything interesting about this part of the city or the people who live here or work here. I get the place that I get the impression it's in some degree of disrepair, but I'm curious if there's anything else that we can tell. Like, are people still hard at work? Is there no one around? Does it feel safe? That sort of thing.
I'm also curious.
You definitely see there's I would say it's half and half foundation. In the alchemist quarter, there's a lot of foundations that don't have any buildings on top of them. They seem to be like maybe well, let's have some rolls here. Let's do a history check for anyone that wants to know more about the Alchemist Quarter. All right, Corin, put some ball bearings in your ears. You don't know this. It seems from you don't have to actually deafen yourself.
He can't hear you, Hobby. Has ball
Oh
bearings in
god
his
damn
ears.
it. God damn it. It seems like there used to be very like fine temples and like maybe like university buildings, but they've been deconstructed for the factories and such around. But no, god damn it, he really deafened himself. Come back. God damn it. So
Okay.
welcome back. You didn't have to deafen yourself. It was more of a joke for the ball bearings. So there are lots of like factories with smoke billowing out the tops of them. So this kind of this area right here, it's been filled with so much sludge and like chemical waste from the various alchemical experiments that have been done over the years. It is no longer water. It's kind of muddy, but it is not any color of mud that you have seen before. And so all of this is kind of sludge, and you can kind of see like the border of the sludge.
Gross.
Yeah, that's so that's what you're walking through, not walking through, walking around. As you go around this corner here, you see something pretty striking. I think I have a picture of it. Yes. So across this sludge and hanging over the sludge is a building with a crane, and on the crane is a ship. So you can kind of see the greenish sludge beneath, and yeah, a crane holding up a ship. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no kidding.
But as you cross several more deteriorating boardwalks, you'll make it to Rephrum's workshop. And okay, now you can ring the bell, Cora.
Going.
The bell have ball bearings in it?
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm enjoying myself way too much with this nose.
Yeah,
thing.
so am I. I
I
really should be keeping up with this bit, but you know.
After you ring the bell, a man answers the door. I'll go ahead and show you who answers the door. This is Master Rephrum.
God, he looks like a master referent.
Hello. Can I help you?
Yeah. Yes, we are. We're here. We're here about missing people and some kind of entity that is wandering the streets with a lantern. Some person named.
So Ed, as soon as you say missing people, he like rushes forward and like shushes you. He says, "Were you followed?"
Probably. We're not exactly inconspicuous.
Hurry, get inside.
I'm a Tortle.
Get inside.
Okay, I guess we'll go inside.
Gunther will take a look around before we go inside. Does it look like anyone's keeping their eyes on the party? Or behind corners?
Go ahead and roll perception, please. Jesus Christ.
A reason.
You can see through the fucking fabric of space and time, apparently.
Yeah, you can see into the astral realm. There,
I see that.
As you crossed this bridge, you noticed a couple of cloaked figures have been looking at you.
I think before Gunther steps in, he'll grab Master Ephraim's shoulder and just say, "We may have been. Is it safe to meet here? Do we need to come back?"
The conspiracy knows I'm here anyways. Just come in.
Gunther follows.
Oh my gosh. My cat just fell into a box. He's not going to be able to get out. 1 second.
Oh my god, what a vibe.
All right, sorry. I'm back.
Is Kitty okay?
Kitty is fine. It's just
Good.
Just a little pea brain. So as you enter into his home, there is it's very cluttered. There's a few like clockwork, like half finished clockwork inventions. There if there is shelf space, it is taken by a book or two. There's a tiny bed in the corner, and it is also covered with books. You don't. He probably to sleep in the bed. He has to sleep on top of books. He currently has on a faded green cloak, and he I guess from what is scattered about, you can probably assume that he's some sort of inventor. As he ushers you in, he apologizes. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I had to usher you in like that. It's but they're after me. They're after me. It's clear. It's clear. I'm assuming that you're here regarding Jarme's execution yesterday.
Yes, that's why we were sent. I think.
Well, it's a dark day. It's a dark day today.
Given the way that the water looks, I think it's a dark day every day here.
You're right. This city doesn't need any more darkness to it. Jarme wasn't. Jarme was a kind, honest man. He wouldn't have done those killings. He was hanged unjustly. He was never put on trial. I tried to meet with him in his cell. I was denied access to him, as I was trying to represent him. But yeah, I couldn't get access. After I couldn't get access into it, something just wasn't right. I launched my own investigation into all of this, and this lantern murderer has been killing for months now. A killing here, a few weeks, killing there, a few days, and it was always the same. These bodies would be left mutilated and found the next day. The ineptitude of the militia, of the Styes militia is just baffling to me. Why could they not? Why was this killer on the loose for 6 months, and then my friend happens to get caught? It just didn't add up to me. So I want to. Yeah, go ahead.
What are the colors of the Styes militia?
They don't have. You probably would have seen a group of them. They usually go in like groups of about 5 or so. They wear mostly brown and gray clothing, but they have a yellow star. Either sewn onto their shoulders or sewn onto their caps.
Perfect. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries. Look, the case against him. I can't argue against how they found Jarme. They found him with a knife over the body of a victim. His hands were stained with blood. I can't deny that. But I do know my friend. Jarme was such a great man, and he went to the gallows saying that he had no memory of the slayings. I after he died, I asked the militia if I could cast Speak with Dead on my friend, and they said the case was closed. And if I didn't stop sticking my nose in things, I'd suffer the same fate.
Is his body still hanging?
No. No. After he was taken down, he was sent to the mortuary for cremation.
What would you have asked him?
I didn't get to speak with him at all.
But say that you had. What would you have asked him?
I would have asked him what he knew. If he as he was already dead at that point, he would have no impetus to lie. I would have been able to maybe see what we had missed.
Tell us about Jarme. How did you know him? How did you come to be friends?
I knew I've known him and his sister since they were very small. Kind of gets a far away look in his eyes. They used to come around my shop, and I'd make little toys for them, and ever since they've grown up and gotten occupations of their own, Jarme always liked to fish, and so he asked to
Fish
went-
here.
you have to go out a ways. There are fish further away from the sludge. The town's got to eat.
So he was a fisherman, was he?
He was.
Do you know, was he well liked in the community? Would he have had other friends of note? I mean, surely all men have some friends, but any that might particularly come to mind?
I'm sure he had plenty of friends. I'm not. I'm a little bit of an outcast here, so I'm not. I don't really know of names or anything like that. So.
Why is that? You seem like a pleasant enough sort.
After all this business with trying to go see Jarme, and trying to tell anybody that would listen that he was innocent. I'm on thin ice.
But surely that's very recent. Would your friends, would the whole town turn on you in just a matter of weeks?
They think that I'm defending a vicious murderer.
Gruffalo nods.
And so, and what doesn't even make sense, this morning, another fisherman turned up dead. This morning, after Jarme was already taken down from the gallows, already killed, another fisherman turns up dead.
Have all of the victims been fishermen?
No. Some street urchins have been killed. Usually not. Not anyone of note, and it's always in. It's always in the low quarter or the alchemist quarter. The low quarter is the one that's to the south, over here.
You said it's always been it's in the low quarter or the alchemist quarter.
Or the alchemist quarter, yes. Would you like to know my theory?
I mean, yeah, the more information, the better.
I think he was bewitched. I think he was compelled to do these things, and because I can't refute that that Constable Jute, the militia member that found the body and found Jarme. I can't refute what she found. But I know my friend. He wouldn't do something like this, especially not for 6 months. Take someone truly depraved.
Do you think he was the one who has done all the murders, or perhaps just the one he was found at?
Well, I don't know anymore, because with this new body showing up this morning, and of course the militia quickly cordoning off the area and taking the body and sending it for cremation. There's some kind of conspiracy going on.
You mentioned that when we walked in.
Yes, I think I'm onto something, and I wouldn't be surprised if we were being watched right this second. And as he does that, he peeks out the heavily leaded glass.
I'd like to say that as he says that, Hilda like bumps into one of his tables filled with things and causes quite the commotion. as she is currently going through all of his things?
I think he doesn't really mind. Like everything is in like so much clutter right now that like he's currently on a roll talking about this conspiracy that like I don't think he even notices or minds.
I think it's more for like the startling effect of the noise that it would cause as he's like looking out the window.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like she like her belly just, you know, it just keeps growing. And she accidentally just bumps it right into a table and like knocks over like a big stack of things.
Yeah, he would definitely if the timing worked out that way, I think he would definitely jump.
Oh, my bad. I thought I heard someone say something about dinner.
I was talking about my slain friend.
Oh, well then, just carry on. I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah.
He nods.
By chance, would Gunther have noticed any kind of, on those hooded figures that watched us from the bridge, any distinguishing marks like that yellow star or the red and black colors of L's private military?
No, they were very, very well hidden. You couldn't see any of their features. Very long robes, keeping to the alleyways.
Got it.
Well, if we're gonna investigate this further, we're probably gonna need is there an inn or a tavern or something like that where you think it would be safe for us to stay?
They're probably most of the locations in the Alchemist Quarter. There aren't really like inns or taverns or anything like that. Most of the time when people come to the Alchemist Quarter, and need a place to stay, they find an abandoned building and squat there. If you want an actual tavern, you'll need to go to the quarter that you just came from, the High Quarter, or the quarter to the south of that, which is the Merchant's Quarter.
Okay.
Are we, by the way, looking at all of Seaton or just a district?
This is just the styes.
Oh shit! So
this is
just like
this is
massive.
just the Port District. A little bit about the history. This used to be a very nice part of Seaton. Kind of like a resort boardwalk. Filled with universities and temples. But now it's been kind of ostracized. So like the town guard the city guard of Seaton doesn't even have jurisdiction over the styes anymore. Like it used to be like, oh, everyone that goes to the styes is like will have their own private guard, and then there's the private militia that like guard this kind of fairy tale village on top of the water. So it used to all be private. And so that kind of flowed over into, okay, now it's in disrepair. They don't want anything to do with it now either. The city guard of Seaton, that is. You definitely could go into the city proper. I don't have a map for that. But there are definitely establishments in the High Quarter that are decent enough.
Okay. Well, we will do the best that we can to figure out what's going on here, and if you find anything out or come up with any new theories, I'd be very interested to hear about them.
Well, I'd say if you want to do, I'm probably gonna hole up here for a little while and lay low. But if you, since you're not as well known in these parts, if you want to go to two places, I think two places could have some clues, as it may be. First is the Hopener Asylum.
What was the name of that asylum?
Hopener. HOP. Let me just write it out. I don't know why they made it so. Hopener.
Classic fantasy name.
Hopener Asylum.
Don't get me started on fucking useless apostrophes. I got like 15 minutes of rant on that topic alone.
What, you don't like a glottal stop? All right.
Apostrophes signify a contraction. There's supposed to have been like two root words there, and yet people just use them when there's no evidence that they were ever separate words on their own.
Actually, this used to be called the Hope-A-Never Asylum. And
we don't have a letter for a glottal stop.
True.
we could make one up.
No, we did. It's the apostrophe.
Yeah.
Don't you bring it up into
Oh,
my
hi,
fantasy world,
everybody.
The
Show
The
me
other-
one real world language that uses apostrophes like that. There are plenty that use glottal stops.
Yes. None that are written using the
Yeah, I
the
don't know a
English
language
alphabet.
that yeah. I mean transliteration from a language that uses the guttural stop, you use a comma to signify guttural stop. But it's not a part of the actual English grammar.
It's fantasy bullshit is what it is by a bunch of people that think they're being creative and don't know the first thing about the linguistics they're trying to invent.
You could say it's been forgotten. And here we are on the Forgotten Coast.
Yeah, these realms are so forgotten. The other location would be the garrison. Speaking with Constable Jute that found Jarme's body. Not Jarme's body. Jarme's last victim's body. And him
Grafla
standing over it.
frowns. I would have rather expected a hostile reception from the constable. Do you believe that she would be helpful?
Don't tell anybody at the garrison why you're there until you have Constable Jute alone. They'll treat you. You look like you're wealthy adventurers, so they will treat you with respect and deference until you start mentioning the killings. But I've heard good things about Constable Jute. She's honest.
When we start asking questions about all this, are you going to be safe here?
He gives like the first smile that you've seen on him. I have my inventions. I'll be safe.
Fair enough.
And with that, I think he's probably gonna shoo you towards the door, not wanting you to be seen in his house for very long.
One quick question on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that what's his name?
Charme.
Jarme, thank you. You mentioned Jarme had a sister. Does she live here in town?
Yes, she does.
Where might we find her?
Her name's Eleanor. Eleanor Lovage.
Eleanor Rigby?
Jesus.
She lives in. I don't think her house is going to be marked, but yeah, she would live in the low quarter, just across the bridge.
Thank you.
Damn it, Elliot. All right, and I think with that, I think we're going to end for the night.